Alright fellas, today we're going to cover this really old glitch in Exodus. We're going to shoot Maaws rockets through our NX1 Disruptor. In order to do this, what class you run is really irrelevant. Be mindful if you're shooting Maaws rockets, if you happen to run Engineer and you max out that class, you will most definitely do a lot more damage with those rockets because you get explosive damage off of that +4 Engineer. So if you're running a 3-person party or a full lobby, 4 people, you might want to just equip Engineer if you're going to try this glitch so that you can get the ultimate benefit out of it. And hopefully your buddies there can make up for whatever shortcomings your class is giving you. You can run a medic and you can run tank and so on and so forth. What you want to do is you definitely want to equip your Maaws rocket right here. You don't want your IMS or mortars or any of that crap. So Maaws, and on this one, you want to either select the MK32 launcher or the death machine. Personally, I go for the MK32. It's only $2 grand as opposed to $2,200 for this one. So that's our setup right here. So this is my profile for those of you who care. And we're going to go through this pretty quickly, and hopefully we can show you how to do this. Right off the bat, first skill point is going to go into the Maaws rocket over here. We're going to go open up one of these lockers and see what the game is giving us. It's a shitty bulldog, but I got to play with what they're giving me. This is the gate that we're going to open so we can get access to the NX1 Disruptor. This challenge is always the same one right here. It's to kill 10 aliens inside of the circle, so got plenty of time for this.
There are 6 emergency generators hooked into the base's automated defense system. Locate them and power them up.
We should be getting a hunter here pretty soon. There's always a hunter that comes out here. Search box right here. Might as well see what it is. Ammo. There he is. He ran right into my shot. One more should do it. So that's that. There is a glitch spot right here, guys. You can't do it on, I'm on PS5, so you can't really do this on PS5, but if you jump on the frame of this window right here, on I believe on PS3 and Xbox, you can actually face right into that room. The only way to get out of it is to have a portable turret outside of here so that you can pick it up through the wall and glitch out of that spot again, but you can get in there. On PS5 and I believe PS4, you can't make it into that frame right there. You can't jump in there. So it's not a glitch that's accessible over here. There are several glitch spots that you can't do on PS4 or PS5 platforms that you can on others. So we're going to pick the Disruptor right here. Okay. Just search real quick and see what we find here. Just more ammo. So now we need 3 red boxes. There's one right here. There's another one here, and I believe outside on the left is the 3rd one. There we go. We're going to put one more skill point into the Maaws right here. And even right now we can do the actual glitch. Be mindful when you don't have the Maaws maxed out, or even at level 3, you still only shoot 3 rockets or 3 Maaws shots. But let me show you what this looks like. We're going to craft our NX1, so press the D-pad and then hit square, so those 3 red boxes that you picked allow you to craft this weapon system right here. This is what it looks like. If you look at the bottom right, it's going to reload on its own little by little. The Disruptor does this. If you hold the L1 button, this is what it shoots, and that's what you shoot at the ancestors to take their shields down. Okay. Alternatively, if you don't want to use that, you can use these NX1 grenades. It's the schematic on the right over here. You can pick this up, and you can also craft this thing as well. We need another 3 red boxes to get this sucker, but I want to show you what it actually does and what it looks like. There's one here, and there's another one right up here. Okay. So same thing, D-pad, hit the square to craft the NX1 grenades, and this is what they look like. When you throw them, they explode, and they basically do the same version of the NX1 Disruptor. They take the shields down. Now, what we want to do here, we're going to do this in a freaking fast sequence. We're going to hit right, R1, down, down, triangle. The right, when you hit the right, it's going to call forth basically the Maaws, but we don't want to see the Maaws. We want to act like we're going to shoot this thing. So let me show you. Right, R1, down, down, triangle, in fast sequence, just like this. Okay, I did it pretty damn quickly, but instead of shooting the regular shot, this is what this looks like now. For every single shot you take, you shoot 3 Maaws rockets. When you level this up one more time to this one right here, we need 1 more skill point, then you can shoot 5 of these Maaws rockets for every 1 shot that you take with the NX1 Disruptor. And that's actually what we're going to try to do. Now, there are limitations over here. This is really critical right here. I can't switch right now. I'm pressing the triangle. I can't switch back to my gun or do anything. The very next thing that we want to do here, immediately, okay? Or not immediately, but the very next thing before you start messing around, you want to hit the left arrow as if you're going to call that MK32, left arrow and triangle to cancel. Now, what that just did, now that allows us to switch through the Maaws itself, our pistol, the shotgun, and back to the NX1. So there are still limitations here. I can turn my classes on, okay? I can turn my weapon specialist, and I can turn my tank on. So those are still in play, but I cannot call forth any of these air defense systems. Even though I got $2,500, I can't use the air defense systems. I can still interact with the schematics. So if I want to, for example, see air defense is offline. But if I want to get another schematic for the grenades or hypno trap, whatever, I can do that. There's certain amount of interactions allowed here. I can't search any boxes, so that's not going to let me do that. So we're going to try to do 1 more door, just so that we can actually get 1 more skill point into the Maaws, so you can see what it looks like. Okay. In order to get out of this glitch right now, we got 2 options. We can, let me show you this. So with the NX1, when you shoot it, you got the 3 rockets. If you shoot it at point blank, it still acts as the NX1. Even if let's wait until it loads up to 10. When we load it up all the way, it still acts from a point blank range as an NX1. But the moment you start messing around and you start shooting even ahead of you slightly, when it explodes, you take damage. See that? You can kill yourself really easily with this. So there's 2 ways to get out of this glitch entirely if you don't want to keep shooting these NX1s. You can either take it down and kill yourself, or you can come over here and shoot the original Maaws that we got, okay? Let's shoot these 2 rockets out of the way, and now we're back to shooting our standard NX1 Disruptor. You see that? So that just means that later on we got to do this glitch again. But now that we're outside of the glitch, now we have access to these guys again, this air defense system. Now we got access to this. We can search boxes. We can do everything that we normally would before. So let's do 1 more of these guys. 1 more door over here. So we can level it up 1 more time, and I can show you what it looks like when you shoot 5 of those rockets. So don't start shooting real quick. Wait until this thing starts. There we go. So take your damn time. Don't kill them too early and, screw yourself. Just take your time when you do this. You can go back to the Disruptor and even hit him with the Disruptor too. whenever they want to come up. There we go. There's one here. See? Easy peasy. So skill points right into the Maaws, and that's about as much as we're gonna want to rank it up. So I could throw ammo right now. I could throw me some cryptic ammo and all that, but I'm not going to. It's okay. I want to save my money. Again, money management is a big part of this glitch as well. So you want to make sure that you want to have at all times at least 3,300 bucks. The combined sum between your Mark 32 and the Maaws. So one costs 2 grand, the other one costs 13. You want to have at least 3,300 bucks, okay? Just to play it safe. Let's just wait until this thing is over real quick, and then we'll go outside, and we have one of these guys over here that's gonna be he's running away, douchebag. It's okay, he'll come back. We still have a flare, but I don't want to go outside and pick a fight with any of those guys. I'd rather get them here in a close quarter where my shotgun can be really at its most efficient, and I can get those bombers out of my hair that don't have a target to get me. Backstabbing sacks of shit. Now they want to come in. Their timing, man. Immaculate timing. We still have that gargoyle out there. There he is. He already took a few shots from me earlier when he was running away, so now we're maxed out on money, which is perfect for what we're trying to do here. Okay, so back to our disruptor here. Let's clean out the trash real quick, and I'll put one into my pistol. Why not? All right, so back to the disruptor. So again, we leveled it up to the second to last, so level 3. So right R1 down down triangle really fast. There we go. And now the next time I shoot, now there's 5 of those. You see that? There's 5 of those Maaws rockets. Now they're not targeting anything right now because there's no aliens in play, but if you shoot in any general direction and anybody is alive, even remotely, those things, they're like heat-seeking missiles. So they will find them. So, and again, the very next move you make is critical, because what we want to do after doing this sequence, so right R1 down down triangle, the very next damn thing you want to do is hit left and triangle. And the whole point of that is, again, now you have access to the rest of your weapon systems. And your 2 options of getting out of this glitch is emptying out this original Maaws or taking it down and killing yourself. But at least you have access to this right here. The rest of your weapon systems are now in play. So again, there are limitations. I don't have a locker, but I think I can still open up the lockers. But even this right here, it doesn't let me do it. You see that? I have to fully get out of the glitch in order to interact with everything properly. I do have access to the smaller traps, the ones that are 300, and even this right here. But any air defense stuff, you're SOL. You're screwed out of that, okay? So hopefully this helps some of you guys. If you want to try this out on your own, I think I will upload a video, basically a noob run. I feel like this is actually the best loadout for a noob run for Exodus, because this weapon system here is just OP as shit. So long as you're not being stupid and hitting yourself with it. If you do it fairly close, again, it acts as a disruptor. It doesn't do any damage, but when you start putting any distance, then you start killing yourself. And I'm going to take it down on purpose so that you can see. One more. Oh shit, I ran out of bullets. Let's let it reload a little bit. So be mindful, if you're going to rely on this weapon system, check your trigger finger. Don't go emptying it out non-stop. At least you can switch in between your weapons. Try not to empty out your pistols, because you will get a challenge for pistols only, for example. And if you emptied out all of the ammo in your damn pistols, then you really got to take it down in order to get up again and have any type of ammo. So save your pistol ammo if you can help it. I'm going to take it down here so I can show you guys. Come on. Right around that range right there. I'm not even going to keep moving. One more. There we go. So now that I'm down, as soon as I get up again, then I'm back to the regular disruptor, as you can see. So I got access to all of my stuff. I can search boxes again. I know we just left the box a little while ago back here, but I can search because you're fully out of the glitch. Your two options are taking it down or shooting your Maaws that you had, which disappeared when you went down. So one last time, right R1, down, down, triangle, real fast. Just like that. And now I'm back in the glitch. The very next thing that you want to do, and again, be mindful of your money, is left triangle. And now you have access to switch between your weapon systems. Okay? And your exit from the glitch is again, take it down or shoot this sucker right here. Once it's empty, then you're outside of the glitch. See that? Back to your regular disruptor. So hopefully this helps some of you guys. I will put this into effect when I do a new run in Exodus with this weapon system. And hopefully you can be a little bit more OP. If when I do my run, I think I'm going to run the engineer. And we'll see how that goes. All right, fellas. Peace out. Take care.